What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we have a data download on JP, which has a brand new Super Evolution, which is pretty exciting. I'm really pumped to get into the information here. Unfortunately, the Super Evolution, I mean, the character that needed it, I mean, he got it, but I'm not a big fan of what they've done with the unit. I feel like what they could have done, they could have done a lot more with the unit, was basically what I'm saying. I think that they didn't go far enough in terms of upgrading the character. Compared to some of the older Super Evolutions that we've had, where they've made literally unusable characters, some of the gods of the game, we just don't see that anymore. And maybe it's because the characters that we have now are just way too strong, or they're just doing a really poor job of upgrading these characters. But man, I'm actually relatively disappointed with what they've done with the Super Evolution character this month. But big shout out to Evan, who has been posting all the screenshots here on Twitter. Shout out to him, of course. This is the character we're going to be talking about today. V2 Sanji is finally receiving his Super Evolution here on One Piece Treasure Cruise. You can see he does need very specific skulls. This is actually very similar to V2 Zoro, which dropped last month, and it's actually kind of interesting because when V2 Zoro got his 6+, his skill books were available in the Rayleigh shop, so you could go ahead and buy them up for whatever you wanted. And then moving into the new year, V2 Sanji skill books were also available in the Rayleigh's Bazaar, and then look, he's getting a Super Evolution. So this might be a common theme moving forward, because both of these character skulls are available during the Kizuna Clash coming up on JP. So it makes a lot of sense that, you know, this might be a theme moving forward. So next month, you know, check the Rayleigh's Bazaar, because it might give us a hint as to what the next Super Evolution character is. I really hope they do some really cool stuff in the future. But from what we've seen with V2 Zoro and with V2 Sanji, man, I don't know what they're doing. Are they afraid to make these characters too good? That's what it seems like at this point, because these characters, I mean, when you see what he does, man, it's just disappointing, man. It just is. But anyways, this is the artwork for Sanji with his 6+. Honestly, artwork-wise, I wish it was a little bit better as well. I was really hoping that V2 Sanji with his 6+ was going to be him standing on the table where he was saving the Germa from being assassinated, and, you know, he's standing on top of the table with the fire everywhere. I was hoping that was going to be his artwork, but they went with this out of everything. I don't really understand it, but okay, you know, V2 Sanji finally gets his Super Evolution. Let's talk about what he does. So his captain effect is now changing to become when there are 6 fighter characters on your crew, reduce cooldowns by 1 at the start of the adventure. That is a new mechanic in terms of the cooldown. He doesn't remove the restriction though. You still need 6 fighters on your crew. I don't understand why. Why don't you just... Okay, maybe there is kind of maybe they're doing it because, you know, he is a chain boosting captain, and it means that, you know, the first 1 to 2 attacks in your chain basically do no damage anyway. So maybe they think that if they removed the restriction, you could literally just run non-boosted characters and it would make him just way too good, because there's essentially no restriction at that point. And then the characters at the end of your chain hit ridiculously hard. Maybe that's the reason why, but I just feel like there doesn't need to be a restriction on this character when we have freaking Goldie Roger, who is a Rainbow 4.5 to 5 times captain, Luffy Sanji, who is up to a 5 times captain, you know, Rainbow, right? But no, there's somehow a restriction still in this character. And yeah, the 1 turn of cooldown at the start of the adventure, that's a nice addition. You know, that everyone would take that. If you said to me, you know, with his Super Evolution, he's going to get -1 cooldown, I'd be happy with that. But then, boosts the chain multiplier by 4 times. That does not change from his previous form. And boosts fighter character's attack by 1.75. Also does not change from his previous form. This is one of the reasons why I feel like it's a little underwhelming. I mean, again, especially because considering some of the stuff we have now, the fact that he still has the same 4 times chain coefficient boost and the 1.75 attack boost, I feel like one of these multipliers should have gone up by some degree, and they didn't, so that's that. And then also boost the HP by 1.2. I believe, we will double check on the database, but I believe this is also a brand new addition to this character, a 1.2 health boost. Then it also says when his HP is lower, you increase the rate of landing matching slots. This is actually a change from his original version, because if I remember correctly, the original one said the lower your health, the less chance you have of getting a matching slot for some reason. But now it's changed to the lower your health, the higher chance you have of landing a matching slot. So that's cool. Honestly, they should just remove this altogether and just make it, you know, all the time. Just increase the chances of landing a matching slot all the time. That's what it just should be, honestly. And now his special ability, 250 times his attack inside damage to 1 enemy. That's a pretty good amount of damage he's going to deal when you launch it. Boost fighter character's attack by 2.25 times for 2 turns. This is slightly changed from his original version. The original version said you had to be above 50% health, and then you only get 1 turn of a 2.25 attack boost. And now they've removed the health restriction, thank God, because that was one of the worst parts about him. They've removed the health restriction, and now he's going to boost the attack for 2 turns instead of a 1 turn. So that is a nice touch. And then it also says if your captain is a fighter character, reduce chain coefficient reduction and chain lock by 10 turns. This is also a very, very slight alteration because previously you would only get the debuff removal if Sanji was your captain, and now they've changed it to your captain just has to be a fighter character, right? Now, there are already amazing Sanji characters in the game. Luffy Sanji, Soba Mask, Sanji and Pudding on JP, right? There's already a bunch of really good Sanjis in the game, so I don't really know how often this guy's going to be used. Plus, in terms of multipliers, I mean, yeah, the last hit on your chain's hitting ridiculously hard, but if you've got a constant 5 times for all of your characters, why would you ever use this character anyway? I mean, unless you just want to go out of your way to use him, I mean, yeah, sure, people are going to do that. But in terms of a super evolution, in my opinion, this character just doesn't do enough. I feel like there should have been something else in his kit that makes him a lot better. Now, as of me recording this right now, we do not know what his brand new support effect is. We assume it's going to be the same because it's a stat boosting one. But then his Pirate Rumble abilities are also quite interesting in that with a buff could make him a little bit more interesting in terms of usage, right? So anyways, let me pull up his stuff on the database and see and compare and contrast what he is now to what he was previously. So here is Sanji V2. This is what he currently is here on Global, and he's about to change on JP. But yeah, the captain effect is, again, you need to have only fighters, so 6 fighters on your crew, 4 times chain multiplier, 1.75 attack, lowers the chance of matching slots proportional to your crew's health. So the lower the HP, the lower the chance of getting a matching slot. So again, we've already talked about the changes regarding his special ability, and then his captain ability, and this is his special ability here. So his special ability goes up by a lot, from 150 times to 250 times. Very, very significant change. Again, have to be above 50% to get the 2.25 attack boost for only 1 turn. So they've removed the HP restriction. It's now boost for 2 turns, and he has to be your captain in order to get the 10 turn chain lock and chain coefficient reduction removal. The cooldown is actually the same as well. So he still will be a 12 turn cooldown with his special. So that's pretty cool. Now, what does he do in Rumble? Does it actually list it here? I may have to do some searching to see what he does in Pirate Rumble. Okay, so I've actually just connected my device so I can actually go ahead and have a look at the original V2 Sanji here on the side. So his regular special currently on Global, without his super evolution, of course, is if his health is above 80%, targets self for level 12 attack, targets high attack enemy for 0.95 times his attack. Oh wow, so it targets him 3 times? Okay, so he does a pretty serious amount of damage. So he just buffs himself and then hits one enemy very, very hard. So, okay, so if he does, you know, buff his Pirate Rumble abilities, which we are expecting, this could be quite significant, especially if they maybe just remove the restriction, but then make the attack boost a little bit, like, make the attack boost the same, but maybe don't last as long. Maybe, like, level 12 attack boost for maybe 5 seconds, and then do those 3 big hits of damage, and then, you know, obviously the attack boost is going to expire. I think that would be completely fair. And what is his passive? Just level 6 speed. That probably doesn't need to change. If they are going to add anything, maybe add some HP. That would be kind of nice. Or I would probably expect, because it's Sanji, maybe it's going to be like maybe a level 3 attack to fighters as well. There is definitely potential for this character to be quite good in Pirate Rumble, so it's going to be interesting to see what they actually do with this character. But there we go. That's all the information we have on Sanji right now. But there's actually a brand new Kizuna rare recruit coming to the game, which is going to be this brand new carrot right here. Now, this carrot is actually quite good. She is very, very powerful. So this brand new carrot special ability will reduce the crew's despair by 7 turns, then reduce % damage reduction, which is the rainbow shield, by 7 turns, and then changes block and badly matching slots into matching, and then locks those slots for 1 turn. So just with that alone, she's quite good. But then she has an added effect that if the enemy has full immunity or delay immunity, boost fighter and free spirit characters attack by 2.25 times for 1 turn. Wow, this is impressive. What color is she? She is a Dex Free Spirit Fighter. I mean, exact same class and type combination as the Rare Recruit Wano Carrot. Very, very odd. Okay, so that's the brand new Kizuna unit. And then we have this as well. This is actually the brand new Kizuna unit coming. So obviously Carrot is the Kizuna Rare Recruit. This is the free-to-play character that everyone will be able to farm for. Now, one question that I do have is this going to be one of those units that you can max on day 1, or is this one of the ones that you have to do over multiple Kizuna clashes? I think currently, from what I'm seeing, this character only has 2 limit break abilities, so that would lead me to believe this is the type of unit that you could max in 1 Kizuna, but again, we need full confirmation on that. And as of me recording this video right now, I don't think we have the full abilities of this character, but we can see that this is not a dual unit. You can see with the artwork, of course, it's just a singular unit that not super type or anything, but they are a Dex Cerebral Free Spirit unit. So it's going to be interesting to see what this character is actually able to do. I'm really excited to see what is going to happen with these units. And look, if we do get any, you know, revelations regarding what this unit does, I will make sure to provide that in the comment section down below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.